Vanita Ray grew up in the projects of Oakland with an alcoholic mother, and Vanita herself became a mom at 15. She has raised a daughter, lived through addiction, and being diagnosed HIV positive. But she's never given up and has transformed her life from one of tragedy to triumph.
Well, hi, I'm Vanita Ray. I'm 52 years old. I'm an attorney. I do planning and economic development, land use development kinds of work. This used to be a victim story, but even though I'm saying this now, it's not a victim story. It's just the way it was. You know, growing up in the household I did a lot of things I swore I'd never do or become, and I ended up becoming some of the things I didn't want to be. But one of the things I'm proud of, I guess, is my daughter, and clearly not how it came about. I got pregnant with my daughter at 14, and had her 10 days after I turned 15, and she's 37 now, and I'm amazed because I don't know how we made it. You know, I dropped out of high school and ended up going on welfare myself for a while, and I think when she turned 6, I decided I didn't want welfare anymore. And so I think I got to a point one day I realized that I had become my mom. You know, I always told my daughter I loved her. She didn't have that issue, but, you know, and I was always there and raising her, and she never felt unwanted, but, you know, I didn't have other tools that I know she needed. And I think I was about 27 or 28, I decided to get sober, and I went to Alcoholics Anonymous, and my life changed. Her life changed. You know? And so, you know, I worked full time and went to school at night, and over the years, and, you know, 10 years later, after a lot of hard work, I got a law school degree. And I thought, my God, I have arrived. My daughter is grown, my sister is grown, they're gone from home, I'm on my own, which I thought would never happen. I left San Diego, went to DC, and thought I was living the life. You know, I'm clean and sober, law school degree, now life will change and be, you know, all those things you thought would kill you, now we're gonna live. And April 2nd, 2003, I was diagnosed with HIV. And I couldn't deal. Well, I told, well, Vanita, you're a fighter, you could do it, but I was tired. I didn't feel like I could fight anymore. And I just felt done. I finally went back to work, and I would go to work every day, but I would come home and die every night. And, you know, I learned to function at work. I got through the sickness of taking medication and all that, but a couple of years later, I decided, after being so despondent and depressed, that I would come to Houston, because this is where my daughter and sister were, and they were just so worried about me, and I thought, well, I'll come here to die. She might know what to do. And I looked you up online, and I thought, you know, I was trying to believe in something, and I decided to, I think I emailed you, and you emailed me right back, and I thought, okay, and I'll come in. And I went in a little suspicious, thinking, okay, I don't want to just be sold something. I really need to change something. And I didn't know what totally, but I believed in physical fitness, but I just didn't feel it, you know, right then. Because something happened in the process, in even the 3-month short time span, that taking control of my eating and learning to eat more in the way that I began to feel, that I began to take power back. Instead of being a passive participant in my health care, because before then, they told me what to take and I tried it. They told, you know, because, you know, I felt HIV was bigger than me and all these other things, and I began to tell them. The better I felt, the better I wanted to feel. And I thought, I don't know which one of these things are working, so I'm just going to continue to do them all, is what my philosophy became. The yoga, the weight training, the eating, the way I felt about my medication, and then it led me to meditation, and just, you know, my labs just went from, they were not totally bad, but they just shot off the chart. Finally, the doctors were like, we don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. you know, they couldn't explain it, and I thought, yeah, I can explain it. I felt like I took the power back. And I also believe I got around some folks, and I was led to people who encouraged me, who mothered me, who inspired me, who motivated, who pushed me, who kicked me in the ass, who told me I could when I didn't even believe it. And I believe I'm here because of them. That's what it kind of represents. It's an obstacle and opportunity. It's like, wow, we done went up a lot of mountains. And, I feel like if other people can get up that mountain, I can get up that mountain. And I'm gonna do everything I can do. It's like going to law school, doing the high school. I'll do all the work to get there. You know, I used to want results with no effort. You know, that's what you want to magically feel better without doing anything, you know, quick fix, whatever it may be. I know today that ain't true. So I'm gonna do the work to get to that mountain. I think that little ghetto girl, you know, I'm still a little ghetto girl at heart. You know, when I went back to high school, I wanted my daughter and sister to believe no excuses. I don't hear no excuses. So climbing up that mountain is another one on top of that mountain. I'm gonna yell, no excuses. And that goes for me. Baba ngixolele, baba ngixolele,